Eagles fly. Let's peep the squad. Big Pat Shell and Dante the Dark Jive. Drop the stats on them. Drop the facts on them. Spur King, baby. Let's get it on.
Hey, fam, it's your man Dante the Dark Knight. Zoomed in close because my webcam is still acting up. So you are seeing a very close-up view of your man Dante the Dark Knight. But you saw a very close-up view of our Philadelphia Eagles. How much time is left, Pat?
Minute 41.
A minute 41.
Yeah.
Wow, that is taking a long time. I thought we'd be on at the same time the game would be ending. But it's a minute and 41 to go in the game. The Philadelphia Eagles are leading 24-8. Am I correct there? 24-8?
24-8, going for 4 on fourth down, trying to get this. Wow, that was easy. First down.
We got it.
A.J. Brown's quick slant on a fourth down. First down game is basically over. All I got to do is take 3 knees.
All right, so this is basically sewn up. Our Philadelphia Eagles have had another dominant showing on defense. Defense is 2 weeks in a row they've been dominating. 9 sacks today. So we talked about the defensive line and sacks being the most sexiest stat of the defensive line. And I wasn't too much worried about having the sack total as much as I was worried about getting the pressure on the quarterback. But we accomplished both today with getting pressure on Carson Wentz and sacking him 9 times. Phenomenal game by the defensive line. There was some scary moments where you saw Jonathan Gannon kind of dial it back, and you saw that passive defense that we're accustomed to him running, and we hate seeing it now. And he played a stretch of that, and then he dialed it back up, and things went our way again. But this was overall, it was a dominant defensive effort by the defensive line and Jonathan Gannon, and 24-8. That's 2 weeks in a row that we have basically shut the opposing team's offense down completely, and that's very, very encouraging. The defense is playing. Would you agree, Pat? The defense is playing championship style defense right now.
They are for the first 2 quarters. Then when it gets down to it after halftime, they want to be soft. And it's nerve wracking. Like, stop being so.
Y'all went live. Y'all didn't wait. Oh, and Dante still zooming.
Yeah, I'm still zooming. I tried to wait. I tried to time it, and then all right. I say it's under 2 minutes.
We won. I know Pat's up here bitching already.
Yes,
no,
you already know.
I was bitching. I'll be honest with you. I was bitching because you put 24 points up in the second half. All right, against Commanders, against the Lions, against the freaking Vikings. All right, cool. What you gonna do when you go against the Dolphins? What's going on?
Dude,
no.
Let's just let this rest for a second. Smitty balled. Defense had almost 10 sacks. Everything is not going to be perfect. We had almost 10 sacks.
Yes.
But
Wentz couldn't throw anything to save his life. I know we did, but that's something they're going to have to work out.
That's an issue.
Did we win the game? Convincingly.
Yes.
Did they even have a chance?
Did the team score over 10 points? That's
I love to win. Don't give me.
Did we have 9 sacks? I'm missing it.
I love the win. It's about time our defense stepped up and defense came in.
Okay,
about time. They just did it last week. What are you talking about time? They just did it last week.
I said the sacks.
Listen, we know they're not happy about scoring. Jalen didn't look happy to her whole first second half. We get it. We get they need to work that out, but we're working out the kinks. We finally got our sack kinks worked out.
Yes,
so I want to celebrate that. I wanted 10 sacks. Shit,
wow.
I'm more mad we didn't get 10 sacks than the fact that we didn't score in the second half. I was like, go for 10 double-digit sacks. What?
Well, me being critical on this, I'm excited for the win. I'm happy for this win. When the offense started heating up, and Jalen started looking like an untouchable quarterback, throwing for over 330 yards. He basically like we couldn't be stopped. Then the second half happened.
But look at Ryan. Ryan says it's situational football. We don't need to keep the scoring machine turned on. Kill the clock and win the game. at some
And you know
point.
what? And we
Yes.
used to get mad at Andy Reid for not doing that.
Mm.
Right.
No, we didn't. We love Andy Reid.
How
Look,
you telling them stories?
buy
You know
one,
we used
I
to
get
scream
one
at
free
him
Big
about
Mac.
clock management, though.
I love
We
Andy Reid.
did. I
I
will
still do.
always love Big Red. But we are undefeated.
Yes.
We are 3-0. And what I
How
tell y'all about them Detroit Lions? What I tell y'all?
Yes, I was
Well, they still
mentioning
lost,
that
though.
to the crowd that I was watching the game with. I
But
was
look how
like,
many
yo,
points they
Detroit
put up.
Yeah,
are
they're
for real.
highest scoring team in the NFL or NFC. I'm sorry.
So that makes our win over them even more impressive, right? Because at first we were like, it was Detroit. We gave up 35 to Detroit.
No, everybody's
well,
giving up.
everybody's giving up 35 to Detroit. Detroit is balling right now.
Yeah,
Hey,
they definitely balling.
Dante.
I know. I'm like, what the heck? I try not to even look at my screen because anytime when I look up, it could be my chin, my Adam's apple, or anything. But this was a big win, first divisional game, and we won that. So we're 1-0 in the division. So that's very, very good because there's another divisional game on Monday night. So someone has to lose, and that'll give us a little lead. And everything just fell into place. I mean, we are looking really good after week 3. We're taking care of business as we should because now things are starting to settle a little bit. I know it's only the 3rd week in the season, but you're starting to see the identity of not only our team, but the whole NFL. And we're and shaping up really good for us. We're still looking good. We're still looking solid. The roster depth that we have, the imposing roster that Howie Roseman has built is paying dividends now. I mean, we're seeing the results of his hard labor in the offseason. This roster is solid, and this coaching staff is doing a great job in coaching them up and getting the results that we want to see from this team. 3-0. 3-0. We all looked at their schedule. We all looked at the moves that Howie made in the offseason, and we said after 4 games, we should be 4-0. Well, we're 3/4 of the way there. We're 3-0. We just have to beat the Jaguars next week, and we could bring that prediction to fruition. So that is great, man. I'm really high on this team right now. You guys let me know how you feel. Some people out there are agreeing with Pat. Although it's a win.
Yeah, I'm not disagreeing either. I think we should have released a 3-headed monster in our running backs in the 3rd quarter. I think
they have an outstanding defensive line. I mean,
yeah, can we not
they
sleep on Washington?
have
Washington came to bowl.
Yeah, well, they have an outstanding defensive line. They got nothing but first-round draft picks on that defensive line. So let's be honest. Their defensive line is made to stop the run. And from there, they get from the run to the quarterback. Being so they only give up 3 sacks, 2 sacks really. Their defense line came prepared to stop the run and make Jalen Hurts beat him with his arm, which he did very easily.
Yes, he did.
And you called it, Pat, right there. You know their defensive line is pretty stacked, and you got to play what they give you.
Yep.
And it did come down to what quarterback performed better under pressure because, like you said, Washington's defensive line is formidable, and they bought it today. They shut down the run. They did shut down the run, and I say our quarterback did outperform or perform better under pressure than Carson Wentz did.
Yeah, his decision making, I think,
plus
his ability to extend plays, and Carson just he wasn't getting that opportunity to extend plays with his feet like Jalen could. He's not as elusive as Jalen is. And can we talk about my man Jordan Davis?
Yes.
Monster. He's a monster.
He is,
and Brandon Graham was on his sleigh today. I wish he was mic'd up today and not the Detroit game. I know that was hilarious.
He probably was mic'd up for this game, but we probably won't see it for a couple of days. My brother's coming over here. He say hi to everybody.
Hey, what's up? That's my brother too.
All right, thank you. Appreciate that one.
All right, so let me go to some comments out there, see what the people are thinking about this game. John Gary says, I don't think that we kept the foot on the gas for the second half. That's 2 weeks in a row that we haven't scored in the second half. Probably a little area of concern, but, when the defense is dominating this much and and all you need is 24 points. I mean, in 2 weeks in a row, that's all you need, and they were blowouts. All we needed was 24 points, and the defense made those 24 points stand. Not only did they make it stand, they made it a blowout just with 24 points. Like, like 24-17 is not a blowout. But because of the defense holding the opposing team 2 weeks in a row to less than 10 points, 24 points now looks like a blowout. So,
and we can't mention how many holding calls we didn't get called against them. Hassan Reddick was getting held all over the place. Over the place. They was never throwing the flag as much as Washington's O-line was holding today.
Well, you're going to have that. You're going to see that in this league, inside the box, sometimes players are not going to get that call. It is what it is. We dominated. The defensive line did dominate the game. So, come on. You got to let them hold a couple times to save the quarterback.
A couple. I watched at least 5-6 holes that were no calls. Come on. You at least got to throw the flag once.
You're right, Adam. Let's talk about Smitty. Smitty had a career day today. Matt called it in the preseason. The pregame. He called Smitty having a big game, and he did. He made some tremendous catches. His touchdown catch was tremendous in the end zone, and then the catch to set that up was also a Smitty delight.
They tried to hurt my baby.
Yeah, he made a spectacular catch by the goal line to set up his own touchdown catch, and that was incredible. We have real receivers now, dude. Like, we got real balling receivers that make contested catches.
Yes.
And we haven't had that in a long time. Not two of them at the same time. Like, I'm feeling really good about that.
Pascal showed up. Look, everybody was eating today. Goddard, everybody was eating today.
I got the flag on y'all.
We ain't have a shot.
Flag. We ain't have a shot yet. We been
wait. I gotta get my shot glass because I just jumped on here.
I can't. This is a hard job.
It is.
It's tough enough to talk about my favorite football team and be articulate and enunciate all my words. That's tough in itself without anything. But after 4 shots in the pregame, then socializing with my Eagles Bird gang across the street from myself, and then coming back and they want to immediately jump on shots again. This is a tough gig. No other Eagles coverage show has to do what we have to do. We have to not only talk about the game and be articulate and coherent, but we do this after multiple shots of adult beverages. We are the shit. We are the shit. All right, here we go. So, all right, this is Eagles Talk, our post-game show. We like to talk about our favorite football team, our victorious Eagles today, 24-8 over the Washington Condoms, and we like to do so in such a relaxed manner that we enjoy our favorite adult beverage in the form of shots. So, as a celebratory gesture, here we are. We're pouring a shot. I'm still drinking the Belvedere vodka. Pat is doing the Jameson Irish whiskey, and Nichelle has stepped it up. She's not only spiking her coffee now, she's doing the 1800.
Oh, that coffee was going a long time ago.
Anejo. So you guys, where's your brother? Where's my brother? Why is it?
He had to leave. He
left. Okay, I'm about to say he has to do a shot with us. All right, here we go. So here we go down the hatch to our victorious Philadelphia Eagles, 3-0. Everybody, 3, 2, 1. All right, so the conversation is all about our Philadelphia Eagles, but there's a couple people that have noticed something, and it's about our Nichelle. Nichelle got that swag curl going, somebody said.
Curled some bangs and pulled my hair back in a ponytail,
Isaac
y'all.
says Nichelle with the glamour shot. Oh, wow. So they have noticed. They have noticed Nichelle's hair, and they've complimented you on it.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm coming out of COVID, so trying to feel better.
No calls were called. Ryan says the Birds are stacked with talent. I pray all of them stay healthy in the long run. Skinny Batman made an appearance in the daylight.
I know, Dark Knight. We ain't talk about the cape, yo. You see, they was passing around the Dark Knight cape.
I was like, yo, that's my cape. I should have trademarked that. What are they doing?
Man, listen.
Man.
It's too late now. You got skinny Batman, you got fast Batman, you got muscle Batman.
You got all the Dark Knights on
And
the
then you
Eagles.
got
You got to share the
talkative
title
Batman.
now.
Yeah.
I guess I'm talkative Batman. All right, so Alan says defense held offense scoreless for over 98 minutes, last 40 minutes in the Vikings game, and until 1:55 left in the fourth quarter. Yeah. That was impressive. Yeah, that is impressive.
I mean, you know what? I'm gonna throw a flag on myself. I'm gonna throw a flag on myself.
Flag on the play.
Reason being, because sometimes I got to sit back and be happy with what we were able to do, especially how we humiliated this team. Like, we made the Commanders look like the condoms for real. Like,
Hey, Mom.
we made them look like a little league football team. I mean, besides the defensive front, they did not give us any type of push. But at the same time, I feel like if we were sitting here to listen to Seth Joyner talk, he will rip him a new one.
Y'all say hi to my mama.
Hi, Mama.
Hey, Mama.
Mama Pace is like, yo, see. She's hot. Mama
that.
Pace is hot.
Hey, watch yourselves now.
Saying, like, look at that profile picture. Like,
watch
yo,
yourselves.
Mama. All right. I'm gonna back
watch
up.
yourselves now.
Hey.
Chef's in the house too. Hey,
Like,
Chef.
Hey, Mom. I'm like Kevin Hart on the Think Like
Hey,
a Man.
Miss Jenkins.
Hey, Miss Pace.
Y'all stupid.
All right. Tony Burns says the Eagles official site with the bird. All right, so he put it up there.
That's right. That's right.
Paris is watching. Hey, sis. So they are watching. So look, this is tremendous, man. 3-0. Our team looks good. And again, and you guys tell me if you disagree. And again, this team has not played nowhere near a complete game yet.
It's scary. It's scary. I was scared for Carson when they showed Jordan Davis rushing at him. I was scared.
But you gotta remember,
I had to back up from the TV like, whoa, big boy. I don't want these problems.
That's a big human being, boss.
Yo.
So, but you know what Carson is used to, like I said in the pregame show, he's used to evading those type of defenders, like making things that normal quarterbacks would be scared to death of. He somehow, some way didn't get sacked by Jordan Davis on that play. If you go back and freeze frame it, and you just see this humongous human being coming towards Carson Wentz, and you would say, "Oh, he destroyed him." If I was to tell you he did not get sacked by that guy, you would not believe me.
Yeah, well, we got him 9 times, so he wasn't that great about getting away.
He just holds onto the ball too much. Entirely too much.
I mean, that was an issue when he was with us, and the fact that he hasn't worked on that is a little problematic. But he's not on my team, so not my problem, not my monkey, not my circus.
Not my monkey, not my circus.
All right, so Kyle is asking the question, who do you guys want to win New York, Dallas? You know what? Strangely enough, I want Dallas to win. I want New York to take that
confidence.
L. I want the L.
No,
they're 2-0. They're 2-0.
I take the two lesser of evils. I'd rather the Giants beat up on the Cowgirls because Cowgirls lost.
Yeah,
loss.
Yeah. Listen, there's a priority in these NFC East streets.
Mm-hmm.
If we're going to root for another divisional rival, it has to be on the I-95 corridor.
Yeah.
We never root for the East rival that's down there in Texas. It's you gotta keep it home first. So it's either up the turnpike or down the turnpike, not on the plane ride.
Yeah.
All right. So, I hope we are not regretting this later.
A tie. Yeah, I want it to be a tie too. Well, a tie is perfect.
Jeremiah says, "What is it go take for us to score? What is it going to take for us to score in the second half?" I had to decipher that. All right, what is it going to take?
I have a couple things. So. I think O-line lets their foot up a little bit on the second half in some of their play execution. I think they've made adjustments to us in the second half, and Shane's not mixing it up with some of the play calling too. And then just really all-out execution from our players as well. So I think it's 3 areas that we need to improve to score in the second half.
Mm-hmm.
To be honest,
I agree with that. I thought the play calling was a little
vanilla. Yeah,
very vanilla.
Yeah.
It was like basic bitch play calling, and I was just like, "Come on, seriously."
Like when we got stopped on that 4th and goal. That was not a good play call.
No.
Why
was
did
horrible.
first of all, what do we have against a quarterback keep when our quarterback can squat 600 pounds?
Right.
Well, when you have a defensive lineman that squats 800 pounds.
But look at our O line. Our O line can get him a couple of inches. Stop playing.
Yeah, they
Stop.
can. I mean, truthfully, we're picking between orange and apples. Like, I have to run back on a little bit after I go watch the tape. It can be some things we could have done much better. That reverse play right there to Pascal should not even been in the playbook. I'll be honest with you. 'Cause
Yeah.
their
Whose
line-
idea was that?
their
I was
linebackers were
screaming at the
flowing.
TV.
The linebackers were flowing, and the one thing I said that would perfectly work if they did the Tim Tebow jump pass, that might have worked. But besides that, they should definitely sneak. They should definitely say, you know what, we take our chances to go in the quarterback sneak. Jason Kelsey said it in his podcast, and I got to shout out Jason Kelsey, future Hall of Famer. He got one with his
Yes.
brother. He said one of the most successful plays for 1 yard to get is a quarterback sneak with 92% success rate. 92% success rate on a quarterback sneak compared to everything else.
Because Jason Kelsey knows how to mow the lawn. That's what he does.
Right.
He plows the road. So, and we have yet to really utilize that on a goal line stand.
Mhm.
I'm confused.
So I saw a comment in here talked about, we need to score more points in the second half because what's going to happen when we go against upper echelon teams? How you don't realize
Our defense is going to shut them down
No,
like
no, no.
they do
Some-
these teams.
something I'm
Yeah.
starting to actually realize is that we actually may be the upper echelon teams that they're going to need to score against this defense because this
Say it
defense-
again, Pat.
This potential, how good this defense can really be going forward is scary in a sense that they haven't reached their potential yet. Darius Slay was hurt since the second quarter. So you had to play off, James Bradbury finally had a completion, more than 2 completions completed upon him today. And it was because they're playing off of him. So our defense is going to be scary, especially when Gardner Johnson understands where he needs to be in the cover 2 zone so he doesn't get beat for 45 yards on a go ball to Terry McLaurin. Because Scary Terry can easily score on that play, right? But in the sense down the road, when they start getting more cohesion and understand where he needs to be in those situations, that pass is either broken up or intercepted.
Yeah. And I'm not really worried about the offense right now, to be honest with you. I think our time is starting to come. We are putting things together game by game by game, week by week by week. And everybody's eating on the offense.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I noticed that-
Everybody is eating. Like, what other team has so much production from every player on offense, including the third receiver? Come on now.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. And what about
Come on now.
the backup tight end today?
Greg
with-
Cardere.
Okay.
Listen,
Come
got
on
Wow.
now.
run for 40. He's a fast. So if you ever go back and watch his concept, he's a fast tight end. He's needs to stay healthy. That's the main thing. He's a fast tight end. He's faster than Dallas. So in those situations, once he gets his legs under him, he's going to be a threat for us on his offensive side of the ball. But when you have a wide receiver on the first week goes for 155 yards, you have another wide receiver in the third week goes for 167 yards. Like this is, 69 yards. This is a wealth of riches to the fan base or the commentary or the people, the doubters, the haters of Jalen Hurts saying that he can't throw the ball. Like this dude is
Lighten them up.
He's
lighting
balling.
teams
Yeah.
up left and right. Yeah. They're gonna say it's the Detroit Lions, it's the Minnesota Vikings.
Oh,
it's
they got an excuse every
Whatever.
week. They got an excuse
Whatever.
every week. I did say that this week you would see our defense start picking up with sacks. What we do? We got 9 sacks.
Yes.
Our offense is going to pick it up in the second half starting next game. Trust and believe. We building. Just watch it. Don't be impatient. Just watch it. We
That's
going
right.
to get our second half points together come next game. Don't worry about that. We getting there.
Let's
So
not
we're
get
gonna
it
talk-
twisted. We
I'm gonna
have
keep it
not
positive.
even
gonna keep it
We've not
positive.
even reached the quarter mark of the season. So
Dude.
for all of those who wants to nitpick, we all agree. I don't know if we all agreed, but I stated in the beginning of the season that the way training camp is performed now, the first 3 weeks of the season is basically a preseason. So we're talking about cleaning up some things that basically need to be cleaned up in the preseason. We're only in the third week. We're 3-0, and we still have some things to clean up, which would be on schedule for how this team operates coming out of the training camp that they execute. The training camp that they execute is very light on hitting and the such. So this is just perfect for them because they can reach their stride now, and being 3-0 and then reaching their stride is something that's incredible. I mean, come on. This is incredible.
Dark Knight Unite. You're right. Like, listen, that we haven't even got to the point where we have our sea legs under us.
I'm scared.
You had some players that were.
I'm scared for the rest of the league. Yeah, I'm scared for the rest of the league.
I'm scared for you bitches.
F the rest of the league.
I'm like, I pity the fool.
That's right.
You better catch us now. You better catch us now.
You better catch us now. You better catch us now because it's a wrap.
Because, in a couple of weeks, today's prices are not yesterday's prices. You better understand that.
That's right. That's right.
We got to do another shot because of that. Let's do another shot. Come on. Come on.
Pat is trying to put me out. Oh, my goodness.
All
right, so that's what we do. All right. So we are celebrating our Philadelphia Eagles' big win over the division rival Washington Commanders today. 1-0 in the division, 3-0 overall. And definitely cemented the title thus far in the season as the best team in the NFC.
That's right.
We are, until otherwise stated, we are the best team in the NFC as it goes down right now. So here we go. Let's celebrate our Philadelphia Eagles. I'm doing the Belvedere. Pat's doing the Jameson Irish whiskey. And Nichelle is doing the 1800 Añejo, right? So here we go. Down the hatch. 3, 2, 1. All right, side note, because Sue said it early in the chat, so I got to acknowledge. She's killing the fantasy league. And
I'm killing mine, too.
She's killing me because she's playing me.
Oh, so she's beating you? Me. Okay, because you're number one. Listen, so in fantasy, you're first, Pat's second, I'm third, and Sue is fourth. So,
I'm number one now.
Well, that may change after
Well, this week hasn't. Listen, this week hasn't.
It's not over
yet.
I still haven't had my big people play.
It's definitely over. It's definitely over.
Yo, she had on Thursday night. She had Deontay Johnson, Amari Cooper, and Nick.
Ball, Sue, ball. Ladies, like, Gridiron Girls was ruling this fantasy.
Yeah, I'm winning.
But I wasn't. I'm
winning this week too, so I'm not worried about it. So it is what it is.
Man,
I need Aaron Rodgers to throw at least two interceptions, and I can.
And you know what I did? I put the Vikings defense on the bench because I knew what Detroit was going to do, and instead I didn't do the higher projected defense. I went with the Bucks.
Oh, so that she showed her GM skills now. She trying to show off her GM
don't play me.
Now.
Don't play with me.
She said, "Don't play her. Play the lottery."
Right? Don't try Jesus. Don't try me.
Bill Crow says, "If I had to nitpick, I would say our run defense, but I can't really say that. Boy, come and see us." You're right. Come and see us. Let me see if there's anything to nitpick about. What I would say,
special teams,
the offense.
Special teams, yeah.
All right, listen, I love Brett and Covey. I know this is probably his last time he's brought up off the practice squad. Let's bring him to the actual roster. He did have a muff. He did pick it up and everything like that. We did actually get downfield, and that's leading to our that fourth down play. We are say why we did that, but regardless of that, we needed him to do more.
We did.
Yeah.
I mean, it's good he's not getting negative yards like Rager did, but we need some runs. We need to do more.
We need to change the field with our special teams.
Yeah, our special teams haven't made any type of impact.
My thing's like, look at my glasses. Look at my glasses.
Did you notice that Devontae Smith was back there?
Yeah, he won't be there one
and
time.
I was yelling at the TV like, "Oh hell no, no!
So, you know,
What we not going to do is put Smitty on suicide mission."
So no, he's the backup punt return,
And he should not be.
in the situations where they do a punt safe or a punt block because of the scenario. So where the commander, the condoms were punting from, they were deep in their own territory. So he was going to at least get the ball at the 45-yard line. So his ability, and he's a good he was a decent punt returner in college. He did it in college. He can do it, but I don't want to see him back there ever again.
Oh no, he might have been best in college, but as it stands today, he's not the best in the NFL. We have yet to see whatever he was doing in college to make him the best. I haven't seen any inkling of that.
Well, he's the best receiver, so he showed you today why he won the Heisman.
Oh, his
ability.
Jeremiah, they said the Zoom is showing your nose.
All my nose hairs and everything.
Oh, your nose hair. I know he be all up in the jaw, right?
That's why I be like, yo, trying to head off the angles and stuff.
Did you not you weren't able to fix it?
No, because when we got off the air, I went to watch the game.
I know, we all did.
If I start, you know how it is. You start messing with the computer, it'd be like an hour later. I was like, no, I'll worry about that later.
That's not a bad idea.
We'll fix this in the off season. Look at this crap. Oh my god.
Yo, do you see this comment as it zooms in? So as it zooms in, I want you to see this comment right here because I think that might be a. What you think about that?
For punts, veteran minute, I would do that. That's not a bad idea.
Yeah, I would put D-Jack on our punt return.
I mean, not put him on offense. Not put him in the offense at all.
No, not at all.
No. Why not? What's he doing?
We're gonna pay you the vet minimum of $3 million just to sit there and catch punts and kick returns. Like he never did it. He's not gonna do it. He's definitely not gonna do it.
That would be dope, though. Could you imagine if we pulled that? If Howie could somehow pull that off?
Well, he has been spotted at the link this week.
I'm just saying.
Hold on, JT, how was the atmosphere at the game? Because you were at the game. Tell me, did the Philly faithful take over? How was the atmosphere?
They had the outfits tonight in Philly. Did you see them Phillies fans' outfits? Yeah. Crazy.
Oh, no, he said I was going to tell him to get that booger, but I didn't want to blast him. Dang, that's how
y'all really coming for you.
Y'all coming? Y'all can see. Oh my goodness, I gotta watch what the. See, I'm looking at the comments.
Boogers. We would have told you if there was a booger. Goodness. I would have hit you on the back chat.
No D-Jacks. One time he touched the ball, he's going for the season. They said no, she don't want D-Jacks.
Right. I know that's right, Robin.
$2 million, $3 million. It won't matter. I mean, just to have somebody back there.
I'd rather have Devin Allen and Covey at this point.
Devin Allen hasn't done it really since 2017.
Well, let's try. It's an experiment right now, anyway, isn't it?
I mean, yeah, but Britton Covey is known to do punt returns and kick returns. That's what his specialty was in college. So when you put the unknown back there in Allen, he has the speed, yes, but in traffic, we have seen in these 3 games, we have seen Britton Covey catch the ball in traffic, unworried to catch the ball. Like this was the
what
first
you
time.
Doing, Dante?
I did that because I'm getting ready to put this on here, and he need the whole screen. So nobody's gonna be seen anyway. All right.
Yeah.
So our first half offense,
he has a whole critique.
Yeah, our first half offense are explosive, no doubt about it. But second half last week and this week we didn't score at all. Our defense has been explosive to preserve our big lead in the second half last 2 weeks. We need to get consistency in scoring and not just rely on defense to carry us in the second half. Scoreless second half offense is concerned against teams that can make a good second half comeback. I would like to see more balance in both halves offensively. I got it. I get it.
We all agree. We all agree.
We definitely agree.
That's
with that.
Nothing we can disagree on right there.
So I have to throw another flag.
Flag on the play.
So during the offseason, we talked about Jonathan Gannon picking up philosophy of some of our past defensive coordinators, Buddy Ryan and Jim Johnson, and so on and so forth. At one point in time, we said all we need the offense to do is score 10 to 17 points per game, and our defense should be able to shut an opposing team down to as though we don't have to do much on offense, but our defense carries us. Defense wins championships. Now, like I came on a show, I was a little upset, but now I see what the defense really can be for this team. This defense can be that defense that we wanted.
That wins the championship.
That averages, 8 to 10 points allowed per game. I mean, if we're scoring 24 points, 27 points per week, and the defense is only giving up 8 to 10 points per week, it's
not like we're not scoring. We're just front loading everything. We're just doing everything in the first half, and they're like, all right.
But we actually falling into that. All right, the offense put the points on the board. The defense go stop the other team. They actually physically have done that in the past 2 weeks, and I admit when I'm wrong. I came on this show, I was hot. You
was heated. I was like, did we win? I couldn't tell if we won or not.
Yeah. We need to do better. But
no, Pat, we're not disagreeing with you.
Well, yeah, we're not disagreeing.
We're not disagreeing. We're just saying that we need to embrace the W. You know what I'm saying? Like embrace the W.
Chill.
We can do both. We can actually do both. We can embrace the W and still know that there's room for improvement.
That's it.
And there is, because as we've seen, teams have some film on us now. So, they're going to be better prepared, and they were today.
They were, but they still couldn't stop our first half.
Right, they couldn't stop the first half. Jalen wasn't 10 for 10 this week. Washington did some things to throw him off a little bit, but he got a rhythm going, and we were still able to put up 24 points in the first half. So that's encouraging. But I know as the season goes on, these defensive coordinators out here are getting paid big time money to figure out how to stop the opposing team. And when you have film, it makes it a lot easier to see what the other team is doing and come up with a scheme to try to stop it. So it's going to get tougher. Right. I get it. We got to get better.
Yeah.
It's going to get tougher.
We have been getting better week by week.
Right.
You can't ignore that. Yes, we have things to work on, but every week, one of those things we need to work on gets better. This is one of those things that's going to get better in the coming weeks. Our second half points are going to come. We're going to start clicking, and all things are going to start clicking. Like, look, we thought we wasn't getting any sacks. We went to we can't sack to damn near double-digit sacks. Come on, y'all. Just give him a chance. Give him a chance.
Hold up. Is Chef trying to sneak in the background?
Listen, word is Chef cooked a meal today. Word is Chef cooked a meal today. No, he's been up in the comments.
I know, but he ain't got where's the chef thing? He using his other he used his burner.
He came with the burner.
Yeah,
he came with the burner. Yeah, he said he was drinking on the Calcedoras earlier.
See, I usually know Chef because you can't miss him. It's Chef right there. The first name is Chef. So he tried to come in on his burner account. We know you, Chef.
On the low.
You can't come in on the low, Chef.
On the low. He's doing shots with us. That's the shots account.
I was about to put some tomahawk on the grill, but the rain came something crazy.
Yeah,
it did.
Messed my cigar up too. I left my cigar on the deck. Oh man, I was so mad. I was like, I was
outside. I said, "Yo, what is going on?" The nephews are at the door, like, "You see this? The chairs are flying." Like, no.
I agree, Robin. We can't sustain that.
Puts pressure on the defense. One day it will fail us. Yes, I agree.
We'll have it cleaned up. We'll have it cleaned up.
But today, at this moment, we need to celebrate and be very, very happy because this defense is playing, balls to the wall. I mean, this defense is 9 sacks. That's the most sexiest stat for the defensive line, and it was a beauty to watch. I mean, so many sacks in the first quarter. I'm like, wow, we got 4 sacks in the first quarter. We got more sacks in the first quarter than we have all year. Like, darn near. Like, yo.
Dude.
We had more sacks than they had yards at one point.
Yo, because they put up the numbers and he had like -1.
Yeah, it was.
Yes.
It was actually to be exact,
Minus 12.
Yeah, minus 12 yards to our total 303 yards. Then it went over. They said we have 323 total yards to their minus 1 total yards. Like
He finally got some yards when Bull had
they
the
got
big
yards
catch.
after they said, you know what, they went into that relaxed mode, you know. So
Nothing yet, Rachel. No.
I think she wanted to know what kind of cigar. I like Tatiana's.
I was smoking a CAO Flathead 660. That's what I was smoking pre.
Okay.
So you got that. Oh man, what are you doing?
That's my everyday. I like those. That's my everyday.
I like the 770. I go with that.
Okay. See, laughing.
All right, I'm hungry, y'all.
Yeah, we out here. We're going to be back on Thursday. Don't forget to tune in Thursday 7 p.m. where we talk about this game after we get a chance to look at it again. No, I'm not doing another shot.
No, Pat.
No,
go ahead. Pat's going to do it for all of us because me and
solo.
Dante are the OGs. We
like,
can't hang
we
like
out.
that.
But yeah, come back on Thursday. Eagles Talk upon further review, where we get a chance to look at the game and then come back and talk about it a little bit before we go into next week's matchup against the Jacksonville Jaguars. Man, you guys enjoy your week.
I know. Enjoy. Have a good week, y'all.
Have a good week. It's always a great week when we win, man. Yo, we're going to see you guys on Thursday. We're out of here. Peace. Play the music. Take us out, Pat.
Play my theme song.
We go live in 5, 4, 3, 2. Smash him up, crack that fool.
I miss Ray Diddy too. Oh, Ray Diddy.